Monday, February 14th, 2022. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. A top Biden administration official said the U.S. and its allies will respond decisively to a Russian invasion of Ukraine, even as Ukrainian leaders downplay the crisis. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan told CNN the U.S. will defend NATO territory and impose costs on Russia if there's an invasion of Ukraine. Ben Wolfgang reports the U.S. began withdrawing personnel from its embassy in Kiev, moved 160 American troops out of Ukraine, and warned U.S. citizens to get out of the country immediately. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky used a broadcast address to appeal for calm and to cast doubt on the West's claims that an invasion is imminent. The Biden administration has been tight-lipped about specific intelligence on a looming Russian attack. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby said a mosaic of intelligence suggests a coming Russian assault. The State Department has revealed that more than 450 Afghan allies awaiting final interviews to evacuate to the United States had those interviews canceled when the U.S. withdrew from Afghanistan in August. Stephen Dinan reports the department said it couldn't divulge details of individual cases, and military advocacy groups said they couldn't ascertain how many are still awaiting rescue in the country or whether any of them made it out. Those allies, who served as translators, guides, or in other supporting roles for American troops, were supposed to be the heart of the airlift. The Biden administration vowed to help them reach safety as thanks for all they'd done to support the 20-year war effort. Yet most of the 76,000 Afghans flown out of Kabul were not eligible for the special visa created by the Biden administration, and thousands believed to have been eligible were stranded. A reminder that you can find all these stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page. If you don't have access to the Times yet, you can visit WashingtonTimes.com/George for a special subscription offer. Polls show President Biden is losing the support of independent voters, a trend that could make it more difficult for Democrats to hold on to their majorities in the House and Senate. Susan Ferricchio reports Biden's approval rating among independents sank from as high as 58% last spring to 36% in a new SSRS poll conducted for CNN. The poll shows voters, including independents, soured on the president because of his handling of the economy, foreign policy, and the COVID-19 pandemic. Backing up that trend, a Harvard Capps-Harris poll released in late January found that 57% of those who identified as independents said they'd more likely vote for a Republican candidate in the midterm elections. Department of Justice Special Counsel John Durham alleged in a court filing Friday that a tech company working with an attorney for the Clinton campaign exploited its access to servers for Donald Trump's residences. Valerie Richardson and Jeff Murdoch report Durham says the government has evidence that an unidentified technology executive exploited an arrangement with the government to monitor Trump's internet traffic at Trump Tower, Trump Central Park West Apartment, the executive office of the president, and an unidentified healthcare provider. Durham said the tech executive used researchers to mine internet data to establish an inference and narrative tying Trump to Russia. And finally, Ben Wolfgang and Guy Taylor recapped the World Summit 2022 rally held over the weekend. The virtual and in-person summit was organized by the Universal Peace Federation, which shares the same founders as the Washington Times. Speakers included the presidents of Nigeria, Albania, and Senegal, as well as former U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and former European Commission President Jose Manuel Barroso. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us on your favorite podcast platforms. Just search Washington Times in any major podcast app. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.